referral agent, just to shorten it up, is more of a real estate matchmaker. They connect clients to agents. It's all about connecting. It's all about connecting you to the right person, to the right agent, or to the right client. And so that is what referral agents do overall. I didn't even learn about referral agents until after I became a real estate agent. Once a referral agent knows that type of information, they will refer you to an agent who is skilled in that and experienced in that. Now, I told you guys I was going to explain, the benefits to buyers, sellers, and agents. So that's what I'm going to get into now. I would say they could help you think a little bit more about, a little more fully on what you want. Now, referral agents, this is how referral agents can help. They work with and network with other agents, and we get to look at different agents at different skills, different levels, different years of experience, and we look at those things to help see, okay, this is a good agent for this client's need. Welcome to Real Yasherica, my real side in all things real estate. Today's video is dedicated to Members Monday, and we will be talking about real estate referral agents. So most people don't know about referral agents, so that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys today about. So before we even get into referral agents, let me explain Members Monday, because this is the first video that I am doing that is dedicated to that. So Members Monday are all about members, occupations, and different fields within the real estate industry. So most people, when they think about real estate or jumping into real estate, a lot of people go straight to real estate agents, and the real estate industry is so much more than just real estate agents. And honestly, I didn't even learn that. I didn't even learn about referral agents until after I became a real estate agent. I've been a real estate agent almost 4 years, you guys. At the time of this recording, I have 2 days. Let me see. Yes, today is the 8th. So in 2 days, you guys, it will be 4 years that I've been a licensed real estate agent. And so I would say I didn't learn about referral agents until, like, I would say a year and a half ago. And so that's the career field I want to talk to you guys about today, because that is the new field that I am in now. So I will be talking to you guys about referral agents, their benefits to buyers, sellers, and agents as well. So clients overall, and then agents as well. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how they can help, what they do, all those good things. And I am going to sneak in a little bit about my service, because I do have my own little referral service that I am launching on the day of my launch. So by the time you see this, it'll probably already be out. Like I said, it's only 2 days ahead from my launch. So by the time you see it, let's just say it's already up and running. So let's get started, okay? Okay, so overall, let's start with what a referral agent does. So a referral agent, just to shorten it up, is more of a real estate matchmaker. They connect clients to agents. So most of the time, a client will come to them in whatever they need in terms of buying or selling. And, we want to get as much information as possible so we can match you to the right agent. So, we have to get, if you are buying, we need to know your price range, right? We need to know that. We need to know the type of property you are looking for. Are you looking for, just a single family home, or are you looking for a duplex or a townhouse, whatever the case may be, we need to know those type of things. And so, once we know that type of information, or once a referral agent knows that type of information, they will refer you to an agent who is skilled in that and experienced in that, because all agents are not the same, and all buyers are not the same. Different people want different things. Different agents are skilled in different things. So this is a time where we get to know the clients. It's a good time. Referral agents are big on getting to know the client and what their needs are. So yes, it's all about connecting. It's all about connecting. It's all about connecting you to the right person, to the right agent, or to the right client. And so that is what referral agents do overall. Now, I told you guys I was going to explain, the benefits to buyers, sellers, and agents. So that's what I'm going to get into now. So I'm going to start with buyers, okay? So a problem that buyers face is finding the right agent for their needs. Again, if you are buying and you are looking for a specific type of property in a specific price range in a specific neighborhood, just referring you to any old agent is not going to cut it. So knowing more information about buyers is going to help these referral agents. And so referral agents can help buyers find the right agent. Now, one of the biggest ways they could do that is just by asking the right appropriate questions, because sometimes clients or buyers, they only know a certain amount of things that they want, off the top of their head. Sometimes agents have to come in and they will come with specific questions that buyers have not fully thought about. So that's another way they can really help. They can actually, I would say they could help you think a little bit more about, a little more fully on what you want. So that's something that buyers really need, because if you're just going off, oh, I just want this, I just want that, and then, your agent takes you to this property and then you realize, that's not really enough, I kind of want this. Or sometimes buyers will go to a property and they see a house that has this and they're like, yeah, actually I want to add this to my list of needs for the house that I want. So maybe that house that had it was a little too small, and so in the next house they want it bigger, and so getting those information ahead of time really helps. So that is something a referral agent can do, because it's really about trying to get the most and the best information. Now that depends on, there are different referral services, so you definitely want to do your research, but from my service, that is the main thing, trying to get as much information as possible from the buyer so they can really know what they want, not just the overall basic things. I'm just looking for a house. The size is important, that's going to matter, whether it's 1 story or 2 story, those things matter. So I ask a lot of questions that make it a little bit more specific. Now, referral agents, this is how referral agents can help. They work with and network with other agents, and we get to look at different agents at different skills, different levels, different years of experience, and we look at those things to help see, okay, this is a good agent for this client's need. So that is the biggest way that we help. And let me tell you the benefits of that, right? So it saves time, it reduces stress, and it also increases your success rate and your success level in getting the job done, getting the home, getting the home that you want, and being able to buy the property that you like. Because if you don't have the right agent, it may not, work in your favor. If you don't have an agent that's that good at like negotiating, and there are certain times where negotiating plays a big role. I mean, it always plays a big role, but there's sometimes that you need it more than others depending on the market, especially if it is a seller's market and there are less properties out there and more buyers, and the demand is high. You definitely want a good negotiating agent that could, get you in the door when there's multiple offers going on for these sellers. So having a referral agent that can help you find the right agent for your needs is definitely a plus, and definitely something that you will need as a buyer. Okay, so moving on to sellers. So with sellers, you don't want to be wasting time and you don't want to be wasting money with the wrong agent. So the way that can happen, and the way that can become a problem, is if you don't have an agent that is good with helping you in terms of, let's say, offers, right? So let's go back to the example that I just gave for buyers. Let's say it is a seller's market and you have a lot of offers on the table. You want an agent that's really like, I would say organized, definitely organized. Again, you want agents that can pay, good attention to details, because if you have a lot of different offers, they should be able to catch things if you do not, because these offers, they're huge, it's a lot of paperwork, okay? It's a lot of things going on, and it's in, a lot of the things are in more real estate terms and legal terms. So you're definitely going to need their help when going over those paperworks, especially when there are multiple ones in there. But you want them to be able to help you pick out the best offers. And sometimes, I hate to say it, but sometimes when you have more money on the table and there's more money in the offer, that does not always mean that's the best offer. It does not always mean that. So you definitely want somebody who can, break it down to you on why the offer with the highest amount may not, be the best one. So that's important. So you definitely want an agent that knows your market and your property type and, the price range that the properties are selling for. Because if you price a property too high, it is going to sit and possibly not sell while you are with that agent. Because all of the times, it's not the agent all of the time, but agents do play a role, but the market plays a role as well. Now, if it's a buyer's market, now there is a chance it is going to sit longer. So, that's just one thing. But you got to pay attention to the market when it comes to pricing if you want your home sold. Also, it's very important that you know, and this is something that a referral agent should be, coming to you about, but you should know, what your priorities are. If you have to move to a different city or a different state because you have a new job that you are starting within the next month or two, then you are going to have a very, very very high level in terms of how fast you need to move and how important the situation is. Now, if you're just, if you just want to move just to move, or you're just looking to downsize or something like that, then your moving process isn't going to be as important as someone who has a job on the line, so that's very important to know as well in terms of when you're selling, because if you know you need to be moving, then for a job, at that point, most of the people in that situation, money isn't it's not the biggest thing. Time is going to play a bigger factor than the money does. So knowing what your priorities are in the moving process is very, very important when you're selling a property. So a referral agent for a seller, they should be bringing you a smoother process. It should be bringing you more confidence and better results overall in terms of how they're selling it and their marketing and all of that. Those things are very, very important when picking an agent, and so a referral agent needs to know that type of information. So if you ever plan on working with the referral agent, you need to have that information ready to go. Once again, what your priorities are. Is it is money the biggest factor because there's something that you have to you may have to pay off, or is time a bigger factor? You need to move now. At that point, you may want to bring the pricing of your house down a little bit, because that's going to bring in a larger buyer pool. So keep that in mind. All right, you guys. So moving on to agents. Now, agents, a lot of problem agents have where a referral agent may help is in terms of leads. It's hard to find good qualifying leads. There are, you may run into some people that, aren't really looking to buy. They're just looking for little information, or they just want to go sightseeing at different houses and they're not fully ready to buy, and all those type of things. So what a referral agent can do to help with that is to go ahead and bring in clients that are well screened and everything, and a lot of information is already given or already known about that client. They are ready to go, so on and so forth. So so bringing in pre-vetted clients that have all the information already given and they're ready to go, those are going to help you, as an agent, and help your business, because it's pushing you, it's giving you more experience, and also a chance to be a part of another sale, another transaction, whether you are working for the buyer or the seller, or possibly even both. So that's very, very important, and they can help you find clients that are with you in terms of your experience and what you are good at. So if you, let's say you specialize in luxury properties, luxury homes, a pre-vetted client for that, a referral agent could help with that. So it's good to network with these referral agents. So, if a client comes along in that area, in that price range, that you are specialized in, then, there may be a client, they may reach out to you, or they may know of you or recommend you first to that client. So it is a good deal to work with these referral agents and see how they can help. But again, definitely you want to do your research on what they offer and all of those sorts of things. So with a referral agent, you have a chance to have more clients, less stress, and more opportunities to grow your real estate journey, grow your business overall. So it's a good opportunity, you guys. Definitely look into it. And last but not least, I'm going to tell you guys about my service. So I do all of the above. I help buyers, I help sellers, I help agents as well. My service is called The Real Yasherica. It is a real estate referral service that I do for both, again, clients and agents. Now, I will be soon adding some resources and things for renters as well, if you want to start with that, so I can help you guys with that and kind of keep you guys in my database, so when you are ready to buy and sell, I can refer you to another agent for that need as well. But yeah, if you are looking to buy and sell, I can definitely help. It does not have to be where I am. It could be anywhere here in the US, any of the 50 states. I can help you guys with that. And agents, something that I do differently is I provide services even after we do the referral agreement. So one of the things I offer is a marketing service, so I can help with marketing materials, that you need. I can help create the flyers and, you know, any of your social media posts. I help with those. I do also research. So if you need research done, you know, let's say you're working with these clients and they have kids and they're looking for, you know, a specific type of school, and that's going to determine where they want to move at within that state or in that area. I can help you do research on things like that. And of course, all of my services include the analysis where I go through and I screen the clients for you. Now, clients, I also do those same services for you guys as well. So both sides, clients and agents, I have a market research and analysis service. So it's 3 different services that I offer. Clients, you automatically get all 3. Agents, you can choose which one that you want, because that is going to determine what the referral agreement, you know, what the referral agreement is going to be. So each one of those services have a different referral percentage. So you can choose which one you want based on the service that you want. Again, all of them is going to be analysis, but you can choose if you want to just keep it at just the analysis. Do you want the research too, or do you want the market research and analysis? So I highly recommend you guys to check out my website at therealyasherica.com, and it's going to give you all of the information that you need. As soon as you go on there, you will be able to see, you know, you can click which side are you on. Are you a client or are you an agent? And it's going to walk you through all of the steps, all of the information that you need to know. Clients, please know that, again, as I mentioned in this video, agents will choose the service that they want, and that will determine what my payment is. So there will not be, you know, any payments for you guys. There will not be any upfront costs or anything like that. It won't be no cost to you at all. It will be covered through the agent that I provide to you. I will get a percentage of their percentage, so I will get a percentage of their commission, and so that is how this is going to work. So my services will be free to you guys, so I highly recommend you check out my website and make sure that you are subscribed here on this channel, here on YouTube and all of my other social media platforms. You can follow me on those as well, and I will go through, you know, all of the different services that I provide if you're interested in learning more. I do have free resources available. I do have a packet that you can download. I have one for specifically for buyers, one specifically for sellers, one soon coming out for renters as well. Agents, you do have a packet as well, a free packet. And then I also have other resources on my website where you can find helpful articles, videos, and podcasts. So they are all by section for buyers, for sellers, and for agents, and soon to be renters as well. So definitely check out my website, you guys, and feel free if you need my service. I'm here to help. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.